Hi everyone, welcome back to the Geordie View. So, Newcastle United travel to Fulham for the final game of the season, which I will be so happy to see the back of, with it having been played behind closed doors. It's just not so enjoyable when you cannot re-go to the games. But I'll count that with the last games to both sides. Of course, it was, as I mentioned, it was brilliant to be back in the stadium on Wednesday night and watch us beat Sheffield United 1-0. Joe Willock getting yet another goal. But unfortunately, Mikel Arteta, it looks like he wants to use him in the Arsenal squad for next season. I'm not surprised. Because of how well he's done. I think he's got more goals than any of Arsenal's midfielders this season. And to be fair, if he wants to have a crack at getting into the Arsenal side, I can understand. It's his boyhood club and they are bigger than Newcastle. So if he goes, I wish him all the best. But what I would like to see potentially is Steve Bruce looking at promoting some of the youngsters, giving them more of a chance. Sean Longstaff, who's looked much better since come back in the side. Matty Longstaff, I want to see more of him. Rodrigo Wilker's another one. Elliot Anderson potentially. I know he's injured, so he probably won't be in the squad. But maybe he gets a loan move out, that would be good for him. Vilker, it's kind of like, because he has to be ready in the squad, it's the same with Tom Allen and Ken Watts. We have to decide, play him in the squad or send him out on loan. As for Fulham, their last game was a 1-1 draw at Manchester United, which is kind of typical Fulham this season. They're getting results against these good sides away from home. Winning at Anfield, drawn at Tottenham, drawn at Manchester United, drawn at Arsenal, yet they're at home. The home form's just let them down. Like, for example, losing 2-0 at home to Burnley. And that's pretty much why they've suffered relegation, because the home form just simply hasn't been good enough. I think it's 2 wins they've had at home this year. Then again, it's pretty typical of them to get a result at Old Trafford after they've been relegated, because we usually see this a lot when sides that are already down get themselves a result afterwards. Into the team news, so for Fulham, Tom Kearney, Anthony Robinson, Alexander Mitrovic, Harrison Reed are all 25%. And Terence Congolo is definitely out of this game. As for Newcastle, we've still got Callum Wilson, Ryan Fraser, Jamal Lascelles, Carl Darlow and Isaac Hayden all out. Joelinton, Willock, Alan Saint-Maximin, Martin Dubravka, they're all 75%. Because they had injury concerns on Wednesday night. For me, I think Joelinton will be fine to play. Same with Dubravka. I'm just not sure on ASM and Willock. I'd rather just have them on the bench, and so that they're not out at the start of next season. I know Willock's Arsenal plan on using Joe Willock supposedly. Anderson is 50-50. It would be a good game for him to play, but let's not rush him back. So, players to watch out for. From Fulham, first up, André-Frank, Zambo and Guiza, who he didn't live up to the hype in the first season at Fulham. Not many players did. They got a lot of hype to be challenging potentially for Europa League, but they just flopped and got relegated instead. But he has looked a lot better this season. Then there's Ademola Lookman, who has been a good sign from them from RB Leipzig. Then Tom Kearney, who Newcastle have been linked with in the past. That's if he plays, but we've got to watch out for him. Ivan Cavallero, who's been a decent player. And finally, the top scorer, Bobby Decordova-Reid. We've got to watch out for him. So looking at their characteristics, their strengths are that they're good at protecting the lead and stealing the ball back from the opposition. Weaknesses though, keeping possession, avoiding individual errors, defending set pieces, defending attacks down the wings, finishing chances, which has been, a big problem for them because Maja and Mitrovic have only got 3 goals each. Not good enough. Defending against through ball attacks and avoiding fouls in dangerous areas. So their style is that they take long shots, they like to attack down the left hand side, as we did see for when they got the corner for the goal they scored at St James's Park back in December. They like to play with width, defensively they are aggressive, and they play the offside trap. So we'll get into the starting 11 that I would like to go with for this game. Again, I'm happy to stick with the 5-3-2 formation, 3-5-2, whatever you want to call it, because it is getting us the results. And I am actually going to make some changes for this game, with us having played on Wednesday, and with it being the final game of the season, we've got nothing to play for. I'm not sure Steve Bruce will make the changes, but you never know. He did give Callum Watts his debut on the final day of last season. So, starting off in goal, Martin Dubravka, I think he'll be fine. But if he isn't, then I'd give Mark Gillespie a chance. Right wing back, I'm going to stick with Jacob Murphy. Had yet another good game against Sheffield United, getting the assist for Willock, and I hope this isn't his final game for us. First centre back is going to be Emil Kraft. Again, much improved since he's come back into the side at centre back. In the middle of the centre backs, another player who we need to give him a new contract is Federico Fernandez. Again, solid on Wednesday night. And then the final one is Paul Dummett, and it looks like, and congratulations to him on getting 200 appearances, and there's rumours that we could be activated, that we've activated a year's extension for him, so because his contract runs out in a year's time, and then we're in talks to give him a long-term deal. But yeah, I was happy with him on Wednesday night. And the left wing back, this is where I'm going to make my first change. I'm actually going to bring in Jamal Lewis, just to give Matt Ritchie a rest. And the lad has got talent, but he is young. And yeah, I'd like to see him get a chance in this game. Into the midfield, more changes are going to happen here. Joe Willock, I don't think he's going to be fully fit, so I am going to bring in Sean Longstaff for a start. He's been another one who's improved since coming back into the side. In the centre of that midfield, Matty Longstaff. I mentioned he's one of the players I'd like to see get more of a chance next season. Shelby has been alright, but I'd like some fresh legs in that midfield. Maybe give Shelby a bit of a rest. And it's the final day. Why not give them a chance? And finally, in the midfield, I'm going to go with Miguel Almiron. Although he does need to improve on this final ball. So, up top, firstly, I am going to go with Joe Linton. I think he will be fine, judging by what Steve Bruce said in the press conference. Didn't have his best game against Sheffield United, but I've got faith that maybe it was just an off game, and he can perform well in this game. And finally, up top with him, because I don't think Alan Saint-Maximin is going to be fully fit, I am actually going to give a final appearance for Newcastle for Andy Carroll. I don't want to see Dwight Gale in there. I would rather play one of the youngsters than Dwight Gale, because Dwight Gale would just simply nowhere near good enough on Wednesday night. So I'd look to play Andy Carroll. Maybe Stan Flaherty on the bench. And if Joe Willock isn't fully fit for the game, then I'd maybe look at putting Rodrigo Wilker on the bench. Because, we've got nothing to play for. Why rush these lads back for a meaningless game? Dan Langley could also be on the bench if Dubravka is injured. But that's my starting 11. Let me know what yours is. As for a score prediction, I'm actually going to go for a 1-1 draw. I think Fulham, they haven't been good at home this season, but they'll probably be happy to. They'll probably have benefit really off having the fans there for this game. And I just don't think we'll be at our best for this game. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe my channel, check out my social media pages in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.